April 1st. Welcome to the month of diamonds. It's a good month for me. I was born in April, so I'm excited. Got 19 more days. I'll be 24 soon. I want to give a shout out to my brother Logan Paul. Happy birthday, bro. You're 19 days older than me, man. Catching up. I'll see you soon. But one thing I do on Sundays, yesterday was Sunday, one thing I do is I ask people different questions on my Instagram. They have a great feature to kind of engage with the audience or just the people that you're friends with, I guess. And yesterday I had people ask me questions just about anything. And the first thing that came in was from a friend of mine, and she asked how I got over the fear of putting my work out into the world. And there's a couple things that go along with that. And the first is there's a self doubt that goes along with every creation. I don't think that ever goes away, no matter what level you are. You know, every artist from just the beginning to even the tops. There's a lot of self doubt, a lot of I can't believe I'm doing this. Am I sharing too much? Am I sharing too little? Is it good? Is it bad? All these things. Ultimately, it boils down to kind of just putting it out and seeing how it lives in the world, um, and not. It's not that you don't care about the craft. You should care about the final product, and you should put the time in to make it be what it is. But sometimes, speed could be important. Doing something quickly, um, or in one take, for example, like these videos. It's important for me to um, have my first initial thoughts be kind of the way it goes, because anymore, and I'm just scripting it, it becomes too rehearsed. I don't necessarily care for that. Um, but the other thing that I found, and I was almost frustrated thinking about this yesterday. Um, I don't think people encourage each other enough to, do what it is they like to do. I had a bunch of people message me about, sharing their photography or their writing or, a whole bunch of different things. They're just sharing it with me, and that's cool. I mean, I appreciate them sending their creations. Those are intimate for themselves for their own personal reasons. But um, it's it's just this. I feel like sometimes I'm the only one that encourages people to continue to keep going, and I know I'm not. But I get so many people just asking me or even talking about how um, you know, this person doesn't believe in them. Their peers aren't pushing them. They, don't want to keep going because no one else is going the same route. And I understand that. I think I've faced it. There are people who don't necessarily care that I do what I do, and that's fine. Those people don't care. I'm not, I can't be concerned with their opinions. Um, if it's a loved one, their opinions still matter. But I know that I have the direction that I want to go, and I want to go there. And there's nothing that's gonna get in my way. I mean, obviously, if there's extreme circumstances, I would understand, and I'd have to reevaluate. But I, I know how frustrating it can be to not have um, just someone to believe in you, and that it's always going to come back to, yes, you have to believe in yourself first and foremost, um, and you have to get your get yourself figured out and figure out what motivates you and what's pushing you. And then after that, once someone sees that you're going on the road, maybe they'll you know hop on the bandwagon, which is good. That's it's always good to have people riding along, um, that are encouraging. And the, the thing that I'm having a problem with is I just can't seem to understand why everyone is at each other's necks in this whole creative world. It seems like it's such a competition, and art can be competitive, in the sense that I know Frank Ocean talks about this. He creates for the sport of it. Maybe not so much anymore. That's an old quote, but um, it's good to be competitive. It's good to hear someone's quality of music and say, okay, I want to imitate or quote unquote compete with that. Make it sound comparable or could live at the same level. I do understand that, but at the same time, it's so important to lift up others. My friend Malik is the same thing. He's living that same kind of route. He wants to be the best of the best in Cleveland, but at the same time, he's working with everyone he possibly can because he knows how important it is to lift others up, to increase the skill level. He's made me a better producer, better rapper. I haven't really done much, but I mean he's smart, sharp-witted guy, and it takes a lot to again compete to be at his level. But it's for the best because I know it makes me better and makes the people around us better, even if they're just sitting on the couch watching as it goes, or as we work. And I really want to encourage people to be more encouraging to other people. It doesn't have to be art. It could be anything. It could be, to go get that job or go get that degree or go get, I don't know, just something else that you want. Because if you're holding people down, it's for your own selfish aims, I'd have to assume. And I just can't necessarily understand. I can absolutely understand why someone might want to diminish the value of someone else's ambition, because it is intimidating if someone is trying to achieve their goals. But relinquishing your facade of control over someone else's life is so important to allow them to become the person they're supposed to be, that it's important to remember to not let your opinion of someone else get in the way of their dreams. And that's hard because everyone, we box everyone into these ideas that we have of them from our perspective, but that person is a completely unique individual that has their own world going on inside of them, and it's not possible for anyone outside of that person to know all aspects of them. And if that person isn't paying attention and someone else is paying attention to them, the one that's paying attention is going to have a different view than the person is going to have inside of them. So maybe don't be so negative about not exposing the truth, but sharing the observations, because it can only help us grow. If you know the truth about what's happening, if you're making mistakes as you're going and you're not paying attention, and someone finally lets you know, that can only elevate you. It might bring you down for a brief period of time, but once you realize your mistakes, hopefully you learn from those, and then you go further and you make yourself better. And it's important, always being better every day. Just that's my personal thing. Trying to find a way to be one step further than I was yesterday in all aspects, mental, spiritual, physical, creatively, financially, givingly, just giving. I don't know. Finding a better way to be a better human. More efficient ways to be better every single day. But encourage others. Just keep that positivity rolling. And I don't know. I feel like this is a good test video for the new lighting. I don't know. I'm gonna keep changing it until I find something I like. I don't like it to be about me. I'm just sharing my ideas that I've seen and observed through the world that always come from other people, or nature itself, which is why I like to be outside. But ultimately, again, I do hope you encourage others, say how you feel, and be positive and help other people elevate. Thanks. Love you. Have a great day.